Hey guys, mark your calendars. July 28th, 2018 at 7:15 p.m. The Wrestling Realm joins Dr. D for his dream panel of industry professionals as we discuss a number of topics in the world of professional wrestling at BlurredCon.
No, baby, that's for somebody else. We're just going to keep you right where you're at right now.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The Wrestling Realm presents Break It Down with Brian H.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Break It Down with Brian H., a special Extreme Rules prediction episode. I told you I might do it if I felt like it. It's Thursday. I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. I got a platform to do it. So let's get right into it. This year, Extreme Rules, we start off Finn Balor taking on the Constable, Baron Corbin. So you know what? I'm going to go with Finn Balor right here. I kind of want to go with Baron Corbin in a screw finish, but I'm really thinking about it. And I said, you know, Balor could really use the win. Corbin not necessarily going to be hurt just because he's in a different role, a role that I like much better than I did before. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that match. Finn Balor takes the victory with that one. Let's go right into the United States Championship match where we see Jeff Hardy defending his title against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Nakamura had about 4, 5, 6, 20 opportunities to win the WWE Championship this past summer, and he didn't. But you know what? This makes sense. You can't win the big belt. You come up short, you go to the next in line, the belt next in line. So that's why it makes sense to me that he's challenging Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship, and I think he gets it done. I think we finally see Nakamura wear WWE Championship gold on the main roster, that being the U.S. title. Jeff Hardy, he's going to be over regardless, as the man Bruce Pritchard says, doesn't need the belt. You know, I like him having the United States Championship, but it's time. Let's move on. We'll see Nakamura get it. Probably have a rematch down the line, but Nakamura wins that one. We crown a new champion. Let's move on to the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, where we will see Jeff's brother Matt and Bray Wyatt take on the B Team. As much as I would love to see the B Team pull off the upset, I just don't think they get it done. But I will say this. If we want to see the B Team taken seriously, now is the time to do it. Have them beat Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, but I don't think that happens. But what I'm very interested to see is how the B Team dresses, and I really want to see Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt mix it up. As you know, if you're listening to the show of Superior Wrestling Intellect, those two are shoot brothers, so I want to see what happens with that. Moving on to the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match, where the Bludgeon Brothers will take on Team Hell No. Team Hell No reuniting. As much as people may think, I just don't think they get it done. I think when the Bludgeon Brothers lose, I think they'll lose it probably in some sort of gimmick match or a fatal four-way or triple threat tag team match. I just don't think this is the time. I think The Miz somehow gets involved, and then we will see The Miz and Daniel Bryan ultimately battle it out at SummerSlam. Let's move on to the women. We will start off with the Raw Women's Championship, where Alexa Bliss, the new Raw Women's Champion, will defend her championship against Nia Jax in an Extreme Rules match. So this could go either way, but I think Alexa Bliss gets it done. I want to see what happens. I want to see if Ronda Rousey, I do believe she'll be in the audience. So would she do anything? But I think that's the money matchup. As much as people may not like Alexa Bliss, there's a reason Alexa Bliss was in the table for three with Trish Stratus and Lita, and it wasn't some of your other favorites. But I think Alexa Bliss gets it done. I think she holds the title a little bit longer, and the money matchup is definitely her and Ronda Rousey. So then on SmackDown, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. Carmella taking on Asuka with James Ellsworth suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Now, this will be interesting because you could see Carmelo winning by cheating, because what I'm thinking is perhaps Ellsworth will have like that spray in his pocket, and then he could drop it down to Carmelo when the ref isn't looking. However, if rules tell us and history tells us that whoever's up on SmackDown's Go Home show or Raw Goes Home show goes down at the pay-per-view. Carmelo was up, therefore I believe we will crown a new SmackDown Live Women's Champion, and I believe it was Jamel Lewis. If it wasn't, I apologize to the Twitter user and follower for not getting this right, but I believe that one of the fans said that this could set up the rematch between Asuka and Charlotte at SummerSlam, which I'm down for because I don't care what you say. Charlotte, Asuka, the match of the night at WrestleMania 34. So then we have a steel cage match, and that would be Braun Strowman taking on Kevin Owens. Now, Braun just looks unbeatable, and usually the Money in the Bank briefcase holder tends to lose his matches leading up to an opportunity where he cashes in. That way he'll have people to face. But I don't think that's going to happen in this case. I just can't see Kevin Owens winning. Obviously, Sami Zayn, the guy who would help him, is out. But Braun has been stalking Kevin Owens and everything. But if it's a traditional cage match, that means Kevin Owens can win by escape. So you know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna call it an upset. That's how it's going to get done. Kevin Owens will defeat Braun Strowman, and he's going to escape the cage to do it. So then we have the 30-minute Iron Man match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and that would be Dolph Ziggler taking on Seth Rollins. So Ziggler's defending his title against Rollins. He's going to have Drew McIntyre in his corner, and I think at the end it's Ziggler who will find a way to win this. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, McIntyre gets involved and make sure that the title stays. I'll say title, I'll be nice. Make sure the title stays around Ziggler. But in the end, I think this will be probably match of the night, and I think Ziggler retains. So, for the WWE Championship, we will see AJ Styles taking on Rusev. And AJ Styles made it clear. He's not worried about Rusev Day. It's another day to him. And guess what? AJ Styles will retain the title. Styles is on a hot streak. He is the best wrestler in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And this will be another day in which he will prove it. AJ Styles will retain the title against Rusev. But guess what? We'll still hear the song Rusev Day. So don't worry, folks. And then last, the match that I believe will main event the show, will close the night. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. Now, I don't think the people will leave, because it's Roman Reigns, but it's Bobby Lashley. And people kind of been waiting for Bobby Lashley. And I think this is an opportunity. So I think the fans in Pittsburgh may stick around because they'll be happy to see Bobby Lashley in the main event. Perhaps Vince McMahon is thinking the same thing, and that's probably the reason why he will close the show. In the end, I think Bobby Lashley wins this one. I think this is just going to be a surprise, but who knows? Like I said, Roman Reigns has been claiming to be the uncrowned champion, especially after a controversial finish. But Bobby Lashley's claiming he's the only person that can legitimately beat Brock Lesnar and legitimately match up with him. So who knows? There's not a real stipulation here, but I think it's kind of, an unwritten rule that the winner of this match will be the favorite to be the number one contender for the Universal title, wherever that title is. But in the end, I think it's Bobby Lashley. He pins Roman Reigns 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'm being optimistic. Maybe that match won't even close the show. Personally, I think AJ Styles and Rusev should close the show. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this special predictions episode of Break It Down with Brian H, brought to you by the Wrestling Realm. Make sure you tweet me your predictions. Let me know, what do you think? If you disagree, go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, and then tell me why you disagree. If you're on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, or Spotify, send me them 5-star ratings. Make sure you subscribe to the show on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to the show on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me at Brian H. Waters. So long, everybody.